This Protoman review is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store, the ultimate in toys.
Hey guys, I have a special little preview to show you guys. It's the TFcon 2014 Chicago exclusive that is going to be happening October 24th to the 26th. So, without further ado, the exclusive TFcon 2014 Masterpiece Axis, a homage to a certain character from Generation 1, but also kind of an original character from my creation. So let's check this one out.
Protoretro.
So just like Masterpiece Shafter that came before him, Axis is that masterpiece scale kind of toy. But unlike what people think, he is not a straight up repaint, he's actually a slight retool. Just like how the knot huffer mold was used with this one, this uses the knot pipes. Now we'll just get into the packaging quickly. Same as the Shafter one, you have the bio. Nice sealed from X-Transbots and the little quote there. You know what I love about the dark? It lies. Gee, who wrote that? Pretty cheesy, eh? Anyways, so you have the bio, and there's a trading card, so we're going to crack it open, and we're going to talk about the figure itself, because I'm sure that's what we all care about. Now, if you want a really deep explanation of the toy itself, you could go back and watch my Shafter review. This one's just going to be more pointing out what's different from that first release to the second one. So, obviously, black repaint, and I'll just bring in Masterpiece Shafter. The differences are there. Because it's supposed to be the huffer to the pipes mold, obviously the exhaust pipes are different. There's little minor mold retools that are going to be a lot more apparent when we get to the robot mode. The weapons are exactly the same for those that are curious, and you get a new bio card in that super strong kind of plasticky coated lamination. Not much that can be said about the vehicle mode. Holds on to your MP trailers, does the same thing as the other one. It's the robot mode where the business is. So we'll get to that right now. Transformation. Entering the darkness into the light, we have Axis. Now, Axis was an original character concept that originally was birthed from a homage that I wanted to kind of do. Originally we were talking about this guy right here, Full Tilt, who is part of TFcon. And that was the original intent, because in the manga stories, Full Tilt was kind of played as a dark assassin ninja. So I wanted to kind of have that character infused into this one. It's not a direct homage to Full Tilt, but I like to believe that it is your masterpiece Full Tilt if needed. As you can see, we'll just bring Shafter in here. You could right away see the differences in terms of remolds. Right away you have the faux wheels there that aren't seen in the vehicle mode but are there for the robot mode, where Shafter had the more chromed out solid ones. Different face, different chest. There's a lot of differences. Even the transformation is done differently as expected, much like how Huffer had a different transformation from Pipes. There's also little gimmicks that are different, where Shafter had the changing face. This one, because he's a ninja, I'll just pop his head off here and I'll show you how the device works essentially, is he has a little switch in the back here that can be used to put his infrared lights on, his infrared sensor, and then boom, reveal his eyes. Visor, eyes, visor, eyes, visor. I would keep the visor down. That's kind of how he's depicted in the comic. Second of all, he has a multitude of weapons. I list in his bio that he has his little blasters there that he uses to stun people, and this one also to kill them. But in typical style of being a ninja, and how I mentioned in his bio that he is a expert of many Cybertronian martial arts, these could also be turned around and used as tonfas, so you could bash people with it. pretty cool also. He is definitely my more favorite of the two. Again, original characters, even though he is a mild homage to Trypticon's little bro. I still dig him a lot. And in the comic, which I'll put some scans and I'll show, although I think I have a copy of it right here. In the comic, which you're going to be getting free at TFcon, we'll explain who this guy is. At TFcon Chicago, October 24th to 26th. Just a reminder. So this is what we're talking about here. Axis, the legendary ninja of the Destrons, Decepticons, from the Zone timeline of Transformers Japanese continuity. Definitely the nicer of the two. Shafter had his time in the sun, as bright as he is, but he is definitely the better of the two. Has the nicer look. I find that the plastic is a little nicer because it uses a black instead of having to rely on a yellow. The chrome is balanced out better by having different black areas because you have the wheels and stuff. It just looks better, and hey, you now have a modern interpretation of Full Tilt if you want, because that was kind of my original intent. Even Alex Milne, when we were discussing the character a while back, we were kind of like, yeah, that totally is Full Tilt when you really look at it. If you actually go back and look at the old Dreamwave art, his bio from the More Than Meets the Eye profiles from Dreamwave looked very similar to Axis's final design. So take from that what you will, but this is what I was aiming for in the end. So not much I could say. He's pretty awesome. Definitely pick him up if you're in Chicago at our show. Really, really, really sexy looking figure. Chicago show is going to be, like I said, October 24th to the 26th, so definitely come. So this is Protoman and Protoretro, and this has been a video review of TFcon exclusive 2014 Chicago, USA Axis. So until then, guys, take care and roll out. For TFcon Chicago,